Hey everyone, FilmCrazyAdam here. Here to give you my thought on the Avengers movie. I saw that movie 2 days ago at this point, on Friday, and please forgive me for my technical difficulties, but the top 11 list that I posted last night, I was up really late, around like 1 o'clock, editing that, so I didn't actually get to this. This time, it was not because the battery in my camera died. Actually, it's because the people I live with would actually kill me if I actually tried to talk loudly into a camera with all the lights on in my room at 1 a.m. So yeah, I'm still figuring things out here. Anyway, so the Avengers. What can I say about that? Oh, I know. Oh my God, that was awesome! I know that was gushing, hardcore gushing, and I'm gonna try and not do that as much because that's not a review. That's just not a review. So, but that really is kind of my overall feeling towards this movie. This movie did everything right. This movie had 5 movies building up to it. If you've seen Iron Man, Iron Man 2, Incredible Hulk, Captain America, and Thor, all 5 of those movies, all 5 of them have been building up to this one movie. It's fantastic. Never in the history of ever has any franchise or any movie industry tried, or any movie studio tried to do that. By that I mean, yeah, there have been movie series like Indiana Jones and Jurassic Park and Harry Potter, but never ever has a studio, or Marvel Studios, never ever has a studio said, we're going to make 5 different standalone movies, some of which are going to be their own series. Like Iron Man movie, there's a 3rd one coming out. Iron Man's going to be its own standalone trilogy. But they all feed into and link into the Avengers. Like, all 5 of these are in place specifically to introduce these characters. So, yeah, never ever has any studio made 5 movies to build up to one movie, which, oh man, it's just, that's brilliant. I can't believe they pulled it off. I can't believe they even went for it. That's, oh, so genius. Even more genius, in fact, is that they gave Joss Whedon they're like, Joss Whedon, the biggest comic book guy in Hollywood, other than, well, he's about on par with Kevin Smith, but he's retired now, so we couldn't give it to him. Joss Whedon, greatest comic book guy in all of Hollywood. We're gonna give this to him. That is the smartest thing Hollywood has ever done. I mean, a lot of people, including myself, complain about Hollywood and how I can't believe they did this. Oh God, they make such stupid movies. How could they put that in theaters? This is the one thing that they've done that almost makes up for everything they've ever done. They actually got the perfect director to do the perfect movie. I mean, wow. Alright. What else? Actually, I haven't even talked about the movie yet. Okay. Well, before I talk about the Avengers a little bit, I need to talk a little bit more about the other 5 movies. See, the thing about the Avengers, I think the one shortcoming, there may be more, but this is the big one, is that if you haven't seen the other 5 movies, or at the very least if you haven't seen Thor and you haven't seen Captain America, you're gonna be lost. Because the villain in this one is the villain from Thor. It's Thor's brother Loki. That's not a spoiler. If you saw the trailers, it's not a spoiler. I'm gonna try and avoid spoilers as much as possible because this is a movie that you can't talk about. You have to experience it. You really, really do. And I don't want to ruin anything. I might give little hints and teasers, like anytime the Hulk is on screen is great. I mean, the Hulk, I don't want to say he's the funniest guy because he's the Hulk. The Hulk can't be funny. He can be humorous, though. And that's what he is. Like, oh man. Just the entire fight scene in New York is just great, just because of the Hulk. The best scene in the movie, in my opinion, the best scene in the whole movie is this, like, 11-second scene with Hulk and Thor in Grand Central Station. It takes 11 seconds, and it's the way the scene ends, which is perfect. I mean, just... I'm gonna go see it again just because of that one scene. No, I'm gonna go see it again because it's awesome. But such a great scene. Thor, Hulk is great in the whole thing. Right. So back to the. So if you haven't seen Thor, you're not gonna know what the hell's going on. You're not gonna know who the hell this guy is. Who is this jackass Loki? Where is he from? Why does he have power? Why are people calling him a god? If you haven't seen Thor, you're lost. You're done. You're screwed. Same thing with Captain America. The main weapon, and this isn't really this isn't a spoiler because they show it to you in the first 2 seconds of the movie. The cosmic cube. I forget what else they call it. It's like some kind of matrix or something. But the cosmic cube, which is introduced, it's actually technically introduced as a teaser at the end of the credits for Thor, but it plays a huge part in the Captain America movie. So if you haven't seen Captain America, if you haven't seen Thor, you're lost. The other three, you can kind of just like figure stuff out as you go if you haven't seen Iron Man 1, 2, or Hulk. But I don't recommend it. So the movie as a whole was just really well done in terms of pacing, story, acting, directing, graphics, cinematography, background music, God, what I said graphics, comedy. Like, there's a skill, there's a way to do it where you can put snippets of comedy, little, not, I don't want to say comedy, alright, not comedy. There are moments, funny little moments that you can put them in a scene without making them campy, without making the scene not seem serious. And they do this perfectly. Perfectly. Man, they did it good. They did it well. And none of the jokes were like groaners, and none of them were over elaborate. And that's another thing. With comedy, it's sometimes better, usually better, to keep it simple. Don't do this whole elaborate thing unless there's a good payoff. And usually there isn't. The action. Oh my god. Oh, duh. The action, of course. Comic book, superhero, summer blockbuster movie. Forget about the action. The action, and one particular aspect of the action I was really impressed with, which was they didn't use slow-mo. You know how that's kind of the thing since the movie 300, where fight scene or some kind of action scene, people are running, people are fighting, and then shoot, they slow down to ultra slow-mo, and then they speed back up, and then they slow down, and then they speed back up, and then it's kind of fun. It's a gimmick. It really is, because when you're doing a fight scene, I honestly think it takes you out of the action. It takes you out of the movie, and it pulls you out of the story when you go from normal speed to slow motion, back to normal, back to slow motion. I mean, slow motion by itself is okay. Sorry about that. My camera does this thing where it shuts off after a couple minutes, if whatever. I'm going to get a new camera, and just bear with me. Where was it? Right, the action. So a lot of movies do this thing where they go slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, and if you do it for one scene, like one scene only, it's okay. But there are some movies that just abuse that. Like, there are no action scenes without slow, fast, slow, fast. I think Sherlock Holmes, I can't remember. Alright, the second Sherlock Holmes movie, that one is really, really guilty of that. But anyway, they didn't do that. No, they did slow-mo like twice in this movie. Like, for one scene at a time, and it was something really relevant. Like, I think Hawkeye, like, matrixes out of the way of, like, a bullet or something, or an arrow or something. He moves really fast, and they slow-mo just for a little bit. But other than that, the action scenes are awesome because they don't use slow-mo. I mean, they're awesome for many other reasons, but they don't use slow-mo. So you're seeing like them fight in real time, which is actually very refreshing, and it's great. It really is. What else about this movie? Man, again, I'm trying to avoid spoilers, and it's hard to actually go into it without avoiding it. Man, I hope, no, I'm going to avoid spoilers, because I refuse to tell people what this movie's about. The other movies that I'm going to be reviewing during the summer, those ones I'll probably go into, I'll do those on a case-by-case basis. Anyway, so, oh man, this movie, I really do. This is now my all-time favorite movie. It really is, and it sounds kind of lame for me to say that because it seems like it's such a cheap cop-out. Like, oh, really? That's the best movie you can come up with? You know, It's a Wonderful Life isn't better than this in terms of overall story. I'm rambling. I gotta get back on topic. So, The Avengers. If you like summer blockbusters, if you like action, go see this movie. I mean, Joss Whedon is a movie-making god. This movie, I honestly can't remember the last time I saw a movie that good. I honestly can't remember the last time I had that great a time at the movies. I went with my friends, and of course, like every other movie theater showing Avengers on Friday, it was packed to the freaking gills. I had to sit over here. Most of my friends sat down in the front by the, you know, craning their necks back, looking, but they were all basically together. My one friend, she said, after the credits rolled, she's like, "How are we gonna find Adam?" She's like, she turned to her boyfriend, like, "Hey, all right, well, we're basically here. We're missing one or two. How are we gonna find Adam?" Oh my God, that was awesome! Oh, there he is. True story. And I don't remember the last time I actually just yelled in the theater like that. I really don't. But again, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. So that's my endorsement. I recommend Avengers. It's probably the best summer blockbuster movie ever. And again, you have to go see the first 5: Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, and Captain America, or else you're going to be completely lost. I actually read a review online where somebody complained. They complained about 2 things, like it dragged at one point, which is not true. The movie never ever drags. They also complained about a pointless scene, which also is never true. Like, everything fits together. Nothing is done pointlessly. Everything makes sense. The pacing is fantastic in that movie. They never break pace. But he complained about there's no character development. Yeah, that's what the other movies were for. That's what Iron Man 1 and 2 were about. That was to show you who Tony Stark was, who to develop him. The Hulk, that's what that was about. Thor, Captain America. Those, if you want backstory, if you want development, go watch those movies. Well, you have to watch those movies to understand the Avengers, to be in the loop. But if you want development, those are the stories, those are the movies that have the character development. This doesn't have any character development because it's already been developed. This movie, and that's another great thing about this movie, they don't have to explain anything because it's already been explained. They jump right into the action. Why? Because you know who these characters are. You know who these people are, and you can just get right to it. No introductions, no, oh, how did you get your power? Oh, my suit does this. Oh, I'm still learning how to use it. I'm still developing. No, we've got it all. It's already set. It's ready to go. So let's just get going. And that's what this movie does. So I think I've gone enough on about this movie. I hope it wasn't gushing too much, though I know it was. As far as the reviews are coming, I'm going to be more reviews are coming. If anyone out there has a question or specifically a movie they want me to review, basically my criteria is if you heard a movie sucked, that's it. It's the name of the series. I heard that movie sucks. So if you heard a movie sucks and you haven't seen it and you want me to review it, send me a comment, and I'll see if I can't get it done. Right now I've got a lot of stuff lined up. I don't know how fast it'll all come out, but yeah. So also, I'm kind of working on the dynamics of my room and the lighting. A lot of people have complained that there's light being reflected on my glasses. As you can see, I took them off for this. I'm trying to figure that out too. So a lot of things kind of moving, a lot of moving parts, and hopefully I'm going to give you a product that you guys enjoy. Other than that, stay tuned because, like I said, my second review, it's almost done. It'll be up by tonight. So yeah, FilmCrazyAdam signing off, and yeah, I'll catch you guys later.